The Berlin Wall was a concrete barrier that divided Berlin from 1961 to 1989. It was built by the German Democratic Republic, GDR, also known as East Germany, to prevent its citizens from escaping to the Federal Republic of Germany, FRG, also known as West Germany. The wall was heavily guarded and had a variety of deadly traps, making it very difficult to cross. The Berlin Wall was one of the most iconic symbols of the Cold War, and it played a significant role in dividing the world into two opposing blocs. It was also a major source of tension between East and West Germany, and it led to a number of deaths and injuries. Reasons for the construction of the Berlin Wall. There were a number of reasons why the GDR decided to build the Berlin Wall. One reason was to stem the flow of refugees from East Germany to West Germany. In the years leading up to the construction of the wall, over 2.6 million East Germans had fled to the West. This was a major blow to the GDR's economy and its population. Another reason for the construction of the Berlin Wall was to prevent the spread of Western ideas and culture to East Germany. The GDR was a communist state, and its leaders were afraid that exposure to Western ideas and culture would undermine their authority. The wall was also seen as a way to boost the morale of the East German people and to show that the GDR was a strong and independent state. Construction of the Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall was built overnight on August 13, 1961. The GDR government had been planning the wall for some time, and it had secretly amassed a large number of troops and construction workers. On the night of August 13, these troops and workers sealed off the border between East and West Berlin. They erected barbed wire fences and concrete barriers, and they began to build a wall. The construction of the Berlin Wall was a major shock to the West. The Western Allies had not been informed of the GDR's plans, and they were caught off guard. They protested the construction of the wall, but they did not take any military action to stop it. The Berlin Wall during the Cold War. The Berlin Wall remained in place for nearly 28 years. During that time, it was one of the most iconic and divisive symbols of the Cold War. The wall was heavily guarded and had a variety of deadly traps, making it very difficult to cross. Despite the risks, thousands of East Germans attempted to escape to the West over the years. Some were successful, but many others were caught and imprisoned. The Berlin Wall also had a significant impact on the lives of the people who lived on either side of it. For the people of East Berlin, the wall was a constant reminder of their isolation from the West. It also made it difficult for them to travel and stay in touch with friends and family members who lived in the West. For the people of West Berlin, the wall was a symbol of the division of their country and the Cold War. It also made them feel vulnerable to attack from the East. The fall of the Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall fell on November 9, 1989. This was a significant turning point in the Cold War, and it led to the reunification of Germany in 1990. The fall of the wall was sparked by several factors, including the growing discontent of the East German people, the collapse of the communist bloc in Eastern Europe, and the reforms of Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev. On November 9, 1989, the East German government announced that its citizens could travel to the West without restrictions. This led to a massive influx of East Germans into West Berlin. The West Berlin police were unable to control the crowd, and they opened the gates of the Berlin Wall. East Germans from all over the city poured into West Berlin, and they celebrated their freedom. The fall of the Berlin Wall was a joyous event for the people of Germany and the world. It was a symbol of the end of the Cold War and the beginning of a new era of peace and cooperation. The legacy of the Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall had a profound impact on the people of Germany and the world. It was a symbol of the division of the Cold War, and it caused a great deal of suffering and hardship. However, the fall of the wall in 1989 was a major victory for freedom and democracy. It showed that even the most repressive regimes can be overthrown, and it gave hope to people all over the world. The Berlin Wall is now gone, but its legacy remains. The wall stood for nearly 28 years, and it had a significant impact on the lives of millions of people. It is a reminder of the dangers of division and the importance of freedom. The Berlin Wall was a highly controversial structure, and there is a wide range of opinions about it. Negative comments about the Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall was a symbol of the division of Germany and the Cold War. It was a physical barrier that separated families and friends, and it made it difficult for people to travel and communicate. The Berlin Wall was a repressive measure that was used to keep people from escaping from East Germany. The wall was heavily guarded and had a variety of deadly traps, making it very difficult to cross. The Berlin Wall was a symbol of the communist regime in East Germany. It was a reminder of the lack of freedom and democracy in the country. The Berlin Wall caused a great deal of suffering and hardship. Thousands of people were killed or imprisoned trying to escape over the wall. Positive comments about the Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall prevented a war between East and West Germany. The wall was a physical barrier that separated the two countries and helped to prevent conflict. The Berlin Wall helped to stabilize the GDR. The wall stopped people from fleeing to the west, which helped to boost the East German economy and population. The Berlin Wall was a source of pride for the East German people. The wall was seen as a symbol of East Germany's independence and strength. The Berlin Wall was a popular tourist attraction. The wall was visited by millions of people from all over the world during its existence. Other comments about the Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall was a complex and controversial structure. It had both positive and negative effects on the people of Germany and the world. The Berlin Wall is now gone, but its legacy remains. The wall stood for nearly 28 years, and it had a significant impact on the lives of millions of people. It is a reminder of the dangers of division and the importance of freedom. It is important to note that these are just a few examples of the many different perspectives on the Berlin Wall. There are many other ways to think about the wall, and it is important to consider all of these perspectives when trying to understand its legacy.